This is Boomer Life on CL 650.
I'm walking on sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine.
And it's time to feel good, right? This is Boomer Life on CL 650. I'm Joanne Sutton, and thanks for joining us today. I'm joined in studio with Maria Howard, who is the CEO of the Alzheimer Society of B.C. And Maria, I just wondered if you had anything else to add after hearing the thoughts of Daryl Plecas from the ministry, who was talking about the future of dementia care in this province. You guys are parallel in thoughts, are you not?
Oh, we definitely are, and I think it was great that Darrow outlined the real priorities of the government in BC to support people who are living with dementia. It is a lot of work, and it takes everybody's efforts and support and awareness to move that forward. It's the healthcare system is complicated, and people's needs sometimes are really basic, and so we have to be able to maneuver the healthcare system while not forgetting that people are living with this disease every day and they need the help now. Mm-hmm. And so we have to continue to do that through good partnerships and through also a lot of fun and ways to raise money and raise awareness. And remember, we all are a part of community, and we all have some tough things we deal with, but we also have some fun times too.
That's right. It takes a village. I know we've said that before. And now we do get to talk about the fun part. January is Alzheimer's Awareness Month. And we've brought in a couple of guests to join us now to talk to us about getting involved. And our main focus of getting involved will be the Investors Group Walk for Alzheimer's. And no better than to talk to Tanya Milling and Stephanie Woodward. Thanks, ladies, for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. So both of you are from the North Shore, and you're here to talk about your involvement with the Investors Group Walk for Alzheimer's. And who wants to start? Who was involved first?
I was
Stephanie?
involved first only because I've been a part of the Investors Group family. My husband's a regional director. He's been with Investors for almost 25 years now. And so when the walk first started, we would participate in that capacity. And then 3 years ago, I was sort of thrust into the chair role. And then immediately after that, I recruited Tanya to join me because we had organized many events in the past, and so it was just a natural fit.
So you're friends.
Oh, yes.
So it's I need a friend, call a friend.
Absolutely.
Yes, so Tanya, you were it. Yeah. So what, I always ask everybody that comes onto the show if they have a personal connection with Alzheimer's. So, Stephanie, do you, other than your husband's involvement?
I do. Unfortunately, my father-in-law passed away from dementia this past September, and so we are very aware and familiar with the journey with dementia and Alzheimer's. And it was just a match made in heaven with Investors Group being such a big part of the Walk for Alzheimer's. And I'm just really happy to be a part of it. And I know what it's like firsthand to be involved with someone very close in the family and to see the impact it has on everyone in the family. And not to go off on a tangent, but just a dementia-friendly society, I realized how many people were empathetic toward our situation and that really just wrapped their arms around our family during really difficult times. So
it's not just a family thing. It does involve the entire community.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I know Maria mentions that time and time again. Mm-hmm. And Tanya, how about yourself? Is there a personal connection for Alzheimer's or dementia?
I mean, really my personal connection is with Stephanie and supporting her through the journey that they just went through. I feel so connected via Steph and Todd.
So you got to see it from the outside.
I did.
Yeah.
And so I just I jumped on board as a support system for staff. And I have family in Ontario, a father-in-law who has lost his mother and sister. So there's some outside connection there as well. So
that's great. So let's talk about the event, the Investors Group Walk for Alzheimer's. What, when, where, who, why? Let's get all the details out.
It's the first Sunday in May, which is May 7th this year. And there are 23 walks across BC. Ours specifically is on the North Shore, and we have the good fortune of hosting it at beautiful John Lawson Park. And so I'll pass it to Tanya to go over the details of what to expect on the day of.
So participants can arrive to a super warm welcome from all of our volunteers. They can expect to, this is the best part probably, expect to be with other families also going through the journey right? And to be able to talk and share stories, because we're expecting hopefully this year upwards to about 500 people.
Wow, it's a
to
good
attend.
crowd.
Yeah, a really good crowd. The West Vancouver Lions Club is going to be back again this year to serve us a free pancake breakfast to everyone involved. David's Tea is going to be back on site, hopefully serving up iced tea for a warm, sunny day, crossing our fingers.
Well, it is May, 7th of May, so hopefully, right?
Exactly. But certainly the highlight of our event is our walk venue, as Steph alluded to, and that it starts in John Lawson Park and walks out along the seawall on the ocean to Dunderafe Pier and back, which ends up being 5 kilometers, which most folks find pretty satisfying, but we often have a lot of our participants head out for a second walk, and they'll go the extra and go 10 kilometers because it's just so beautiful and lovely a venue. So, yeah.
So what would you say to people that want to be involved, but necessarily for a variety of different reasons couldn't take part in the walk? They couldn't do the 5K. How could they get involved?
You don't have to walk at all. You can simply come and enjoy the community and the feel of the walk at John Lawson Park. And we have it set up to where if you just wanted to walk half a K or 1K, we have markers and cheerleaders of sorts that'll let you know if you want it to just be a 1K walk, you can go ahead and turn around and go back to the starting point. And so, but it's just a matter of, there are park benches and lots of places to just sit and enjoy everyone's company and just get a feel for the walk that way.
So how do you register, and is there a charge?
Oh, no, there's not a charge. No, definitely not. And you can register online through the website.
Walkforalzheimers.ca.
Okay.
It's very easy to register and simple.
And you would encourage people to pre-register, or can they register the day of the event as well?
You can register the day of the event, but in order to fundraise, we find the easiest way is to do online fundraising. And the website is so user-friendly that when you do register, you have your own participant page, which is filled with multiple email templates. It is very simple to engage your friends and family in the journey that you want to take to raise awareness and funds for the Walk for Alzheimer's.
So tell us a little bit about what's involved with setting up an event like this for 500 people. There's got to be, you must be going crazy this time of year and recruiting other volunteers to help you.
Yes,
right?
I mean that's probably the biggest component right there, is getting a team together to help you organize. Because Steph and I do have a tendency to take the bull by the horns, as it were, and do it all ourselves, because that's kind of how we operate as a team, and we have to learn to delegate a little better. But we do require at least, we have about 40 volunteers.
Day of the event is really important.
Yeah, but the build up is simply, making sure that we have tents in case of rain, and making sure that the Lions Club is in attendance, and it's all pretty straightforward. It's a lot of fun, actually.
It sounds like a lot of fun. I think
really
you
is.
ladies both make it a lot of fun as well.
We try, yeah.
And what do you get out of this, doing community work and supporting the Alzheimer Society?
The best, I have a vision in my head of what happened 2 years ago, and it was the start of the walk, and every walk has an honoree family, and we have a blue ribbon set up, and we're all getting excited to start the walk. And it was just a lovely moment when the ribbon was cut and everyone was so excited to just get started on the journey of the walk. And the silhouettes of everyone walking was up against the sparkling water of the ocean. And it was just a moment to step back and say, this is why we're all here. And just the hugs and the face-to-face, seeing friends or making new friends, and just knowing that you're not alone in what you're going through and that people really do understand. And just to see the faces of the people that you're supporting is fantastic. So that's what it means to me, is just knowing that we're making a difference.
Tanya, anything to add?
I have similar feelings. I think I'll add, listening to the honoree family speak at the event is usually for me a big tearjerker, because they're so appreciative of our time and our effort that we put into the event. And so that is a super sweet time for me at the event personally.
And Maria, I know that the Alzheimer Society of B.C. depends heavily on volunteers like both Tanya and Stephanie. Do you have any final words about their commitment to the association?
Yeah, I know it is just so significant, the time and the effort and the care that people like Stephanie and Tanya and other volunteers put into the walk. It really is the biggest way that we could reach out across the province. It's our significant fundraiser, so that in a sense is just huge. But also, as Stephanie is saying, just that connecting with people and letting people know they're not alone, and that there's people out there who care, like yourselves, like our volunteers. We couldn't do it. We couldn't do it by ourselves. So we're so appreciative of people who invest lots of time. And in the investors group, as Stephanie also says, is just the perfect partner. They embody family and that community spirit and their own personal business values, and so it lines up so well with the walk.
Well, I know you ladies are here out sharing and spreading the word, trying to get involvement. How else do you recruit people to participate? Like, how do you market the event? Like, how do you get the word out?
We have a promotions and publicity coordinator who happens to be my almost 18-year-old son, so perfect for social media. And so we have a Facebook page. Almost all the walks, I believe, have a Facebook page. So just in your community, you should be able to find that. We will also have a Twitter page and Instagram, and then the day of, we're going to do a fun Snapchat. But Facebook is really simple. We have a sign-up button on there, and it directly links you straight to whether you want to donate, register for a team, join a team, or form a team. And so I think that's the way. And just having conversations like you were talking about before is just bringing it up in conversation. It's very easy to do because almost everyone has a personal connection with someone with Alzheimer's or dementia. And everyone is so willing to just jump on board and help. It's just fantastic that way.
Well, that's wonderful. I wish you great success with the event. So this is the Investors Group Walk for Alzheimer's, May 7th. We'll mark it on the calendar, and we're all doing the sunshine dance for that day with Katrina and the Waves walking on sunshine. 23 communities around the province, but your event, once again, is North Shore, which is in John Lawson Park, which is actually in West Vancouver. That's right. So the time and how to register once more for our audience?
So our walk begins, the registration process begins at 10 o'clock with the pancake breakfast.
Civilized
time.
Yeah,
so you can sleep in a little bit. And the walk will begin around 11:30, and then it wraps up whenever it wraps up, 1 to 2 hours later. And you can find the information to register at www.walkforalzheimers.ca.
Excellent. Mark May 7th on your calendar. Thank you, Tanya Milling and Stephanie Woodward, for all your help today. Thanks, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks to Daryl Pluckus as well from the ministry for his contributions, and Paul Blanchette from Kamloops with his personal story on caregiving for his wife Linda, who is living with Alzheimer's disease. And many thanks to you, Maria Howard,
Joanne.
CEO of the Alzheimer Society of B.C. And thanks to you for listening as well. January is Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and we strive to inform and educate on this program, and most importantly, to let you know that you're not alone on this journey of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. So please ask questions, have that conversation with your doctor, your healthcare provider, or visit the website if you have any questions, alzheimerbc.org. Or you can always call the First Link helpline, 1-800-936-6033, and call from anywhere in the province. I'm Joanne Sutton. This is Boomer Life on CL 650.